I have to do the wide angle on this one. This one here, I don't know exactly what's supposed to be wrong with this. I think it might be something to do with the card reader. So I don't know if I have to replace pins or not. Oh, it has a box. The listing never said anything about a box. Can you really wrap this up good? But the main reason I actually picked this one, because it was supposed to have a 100mm lens with it. I don't think I've ever used one of these older 1Ds. They are a little bit cumbersome to use. Oh, I did get the lens. Thank God. This is not the L version of the lens, but here we go. Here's the main reason I bought this setup, because man, this looks clean. I do see a fingerprint or something like that, but I don't see any fungus or dirt. That was the whole reason for picking up this kit for the price I did. And also, I've been watching a couple of channels and I've been kind of interested in these old 1D bodies, mainly the 1DS Mark II and III. This charger right here is like hen's teeth. This charger is also worth what I paid for this whole thing. If you try to buy one of these chargers by themselves, it's $200 or $300. So it looks like an original Canon battery. They do make cheap replica batteries on Fleabay and Amazon. These older ones you can put 2 batteries in at once and charge 2 batteries at once. Batteries are 12 volts nickel metal hydride. I don't remember what the rating was, but these are like, I think they're like 2,000 or 3,000 milliamps, something crazy. It even came with the manual, and I'll probably need that. 800 number for a warranty. Has a strap and everything, so I got manual strap. No cables or CDs, I'm not worried about that. This looks like it's sun-baked, but the camera, it actually looks pretty newish. See the mirror fall off and shipping? Nope. It's another common thing on these older ones, especially original 5Ds. The mirror's falling off. Let's see if there's any no CF or SanDisk card. I love the SanDisk card. People in the listings always call them a ScanDisk card. I don't think I see a bent pen or anything. What's cool about these older 1D and 1DS is these older ones actually have a CF and an SD card. I don't know if there's a gigabyte limit to this or not, since this camera is probably from 2003 or 2004, but this is a 16.7 megapixel full frame camera that looks like it's in pretty decent shape. And I did put a CF card in here, but I just want to mention this one takes a CR 2025 battery as the backup. I don't know if it's dead yet, but okay, she turns on. Okay. Like I said, I'll have to study up on the menu on this one. It's weird how to do this. But tiny little screen. The contrast is a lot better than the original 5D. It actually looks alright. But yeah, as far as playback and this and that, I'll have to get into it. So far, I've just wiped this one down. Used a little bit of rubber conditioner on the grip to make it not white anymore. Whoa, this thing looks pretty much brand new. Ignore the lens cap, that's off my 5D. This thing looks great. The price I paid for this kit was worth it just for the lens or just for this charger. So having a like new 1DS Mark II in there with it, that's freaking sweet. I charged the battery up, took about 2 hours. It was totally flat. Found that everything is working. Reset all custom functions. I haven't checked the CMOS yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Put my 50 STM lens on here. But I was taking pictures of stuff just to kind of check. Put my daughter in there. She doesn't like to cooperate. She wants to take pictures. Here's where I was testing the AI servo. Let's see. Yeah. You got to push a lot of buttons on this one to really use it. They want to make sure you don't ever accidentally push something. There we go. So, a little hard to tell on this screen, but contrast on here is actually pretty alright. It's much better than the 5D1. Here, let's just bring up a histogram for that. So the histogram's alright. You can see the focus point if it'll right on the face. I said it's got 45 focus points, so it's pretty pretty nice actually. Not a fast, not very fast on the shutter. I think it's like 3 or 4 frames a second. This is 16.7 megapixels. So, and it's full frame. This is a pretty nice little get up here. You can usually pick these up in working condition for $200 or $300 without a lens. The chargers, if you get one without a charger, these chargers are like $200 or $300. They're like hen's teeth. And I just noticed after my unboxing, this is a 1DS Mark II, but they shipped it to me in a 1DX Mark II box. But they did have all the right manuals and strap and everything with it, so I'm not complaining, because I figured that when I bought this, that this wouldn't even work. I really bought this whole setup because this 100mm macro f2.8 non-L version, I put a UV filter on it. This whole listing was $280, like $20 or $30 shipping. And I was looking for one of these lenses when I came upon this. I wasn't really looking into getting a camera too much, but I figured, you know what? Since I'm doing these little repair kind of things and common fixes and whatnot, I'll get this and see if it's locked up like all the other ones. If it takes the same thing to fix, or if there's a pin bent, if I actually get to tear one down for a chance. But I tried a couple different CF cards, formatted them. Everything seems to work. As you can see, there's like no wear on the hot shoe or the camera strap lugs. But I took this lens out and tested it on my 5D1 earlier, and this thing is awesome. It's sharp, it's fast, no IS, it's not the L version, it's not weather sealed. But you know, these run $200 or $300, sometimes $400, and this is in perfect shape. One of these working with nothing with it's $200 or $300. Sometimes a broken one that doesn't work with nothing with it is $200 or $300, and the charger's $200 or $300. I got the whole bundle for $280 plus $20 or $30 shipping, so can't go wrong there. If you see something out there on eBay that you like, something you're looking for, a camera or a lens, and it's cheap enough, just take a chance. Especially with Canon, a lot of times it's just a CF card error, something stupid. I didn't check the CMOS battery because I'm out of CR 2025s right now, but I have some coming from Amazon later. And I did order a couple batteries, some cheap Chinese batteries, get 2 of them for $55 or something on Amazon. I don't know how long this stock will last, how long it hasn't been charged, but what's cool about this charger, you can charge 2 batteries at the same time. And go ahead and put this lens on here so you can see how fast this thing focuses. It's like lightning. Works. What's also cool about these, if you want to do long shutter type of deals, manual exposure, whatever, there's actually a shutter on the viewfinder to close this off. You know how when you have like a 5D or a 50D, 60D, any of the other ones, they come with a thing on the strap for you to take your eyepiece off and cover that? This actually has a shutter built into it. And so the diopter's on the other side. There's no live view on this, but it'll tell you, folder numbers, how many is in each folder. You can create a new folder. You can record voice memos. You can hold this button down and record a voice memo after you take a picture. A lot of reporters used to do that in the field back in the day. Instead of taking a notebook with them, they take pictures of something, they'd record themselves a little message where they were, what time it was, you know, what was going on. So when they get back to the office, they know what's going on. And if you don't want the beep on, you don't turn that all the way up, and it'll lock, but it won't beep. Turn this all the way up, it'll beep. And the menus, if you get one of these old 1DS or 1D Mark 1, Mark 2, like I said, they really didn't want you to hit these buttons. See, nothing works. You actually have to hold the menu button down to change menus. When you're in there, you want to change something, you have to hold select, let off, then you can go in and select your value. When you hold it again, then you can select that, let off. It's very cumbersome, but at the same time, see, you're not going to actually make any mistakes. Review time. So it's real hard to accidentally bump the camera. Like most cameras, they're super easy to screw up all your settings. The older 1Ds, not so. So the only thing I haven't really tested on this one's flash yet, but I'm going to take a couple more sample pictures. This video is already getting too long. I know you guys probably tune into my channel to see more radio stuff. And last thing I ordered got stuck in the mail. The thing I ordered before that got destroyed in the mail, and took forever to get money back from eBay. And I guess the seller is still fighting with the post office, but it was actually packed well. They just, like, I don't know, ran a truck over it. So I will have more radio videos coming up soon. I just gotta get something here, or I might start going through the old pile here and finding some old vintage stuff to play with again that I might already have that I've put away. Let's see what's wrong with it. So that's all I got for this one here. If I'll take a couple sample images, I'll try to put them into this video if I got time. I'm super busy. Summer's going now, mowing grass all the time, fixing the house all the time, fixing cars all the time, just very, very busy. Got 3 little kids, so I try to post more regularly if I can. One last thing, I sent a JPEG over to the shutter count thing because I had a communication error on my Mac. It says the shutter count. No wonder this thing looks like new. This thing's new. Guess I decided to update the firmware. I think the previous user was trying to put cards larger than 32 gigs in there and it wouldn't take it on the 1.001 firmware. So I'm updating it to 1.1.6. We should be good to go.